Welcome back to Trey Minutes, where I talk about sports in 3 minutes. First, I'm going to get into the Miami Dolphins and what they have done so far in this offseason, trading Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith for Minkah Fitzpatrick. I like the Jalen Ramsey, Minkah Fitzpatrick swap, especially after losing Javon Holland. The problem here is the tight end situation. The Dolphins somehow able to get Darren Waller to come out of retirement and play for them, trading the Giants a couple of late picks, 6th and 7th round. I think that Darren Waller is a good pickup, but I think Jonnu Smith coming off of his best season is makes me a little bit nervous. Darren Waller on paper has, a little bit more talent or, is a little bit more physically imposing than Jonnu Smith is. But, Tua and Jonnu Smith worked well together. Jonnu Smith coming off the best season of his career. However, Darren Waller being a former Pro Bowl level tight end, a couple of 1,000-yard seasons in 2019 and 2020, he could be good, especially after what Tua turned Jonnu Smith into this past season. When it comes to Jalen Ramsey and Minkah Fitzpatrick, fair enough. I could live with that. So there's a lot of news in NBA free agency, but I'm going to get to the biggest news in NBA free agency. The Bucks waived Damian Lillard to get Miles Turner, to sign Miles Turner. Signing Miles Turner makes sense after losing Brook Lopez. Very similar players, defensive center who could block the shots, but also make the threes. So it makes sense, but not at the expense of Damian Lillard. I believe they lost Damian Lillard because they needed the money to get Miles Turner. Apparently this doesn't make Giannis happy, and I would agree with him. And getting rid of Damian Lillard really just doesn't put you guys into contention anymore. So if I'm Giannis, I'm going to try and get out. This is looking like a team that's going to have to blow up very soon and just get whatever they can for the top 3 player in the league in Giannis Antetokounmpo. When it comes to Damian Lillard, the team that makes the most sense for him to go to would be the Miami Heat. I talked about it previously, how they do need a point guard on that team. And it would kind of be funny because he wanted to go to the Heat, but he got traded to the Bucks instead. So I think that's where he's going to end up. But I think a dark horse team would be the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have been in talks to get a lot of big name players. And after just getting Michael Porter Jr., I think that if Damian Lillard goes there, they're a solid play-in team. Could looking like a 9th, 8th seed maybe. And it would be pretty cool to see another New York team in finals contention, or playoff contention, I should say. They are not going to the NBA finals. Now, what I want to talk about today is another follow-up on my UFC picks, and this time I was entirely right. Ilia Topuria won by brutal knockout, as I said in my previous episode, and Alexander Pantoja just completely mauled Kai Kara France. It's a pretty easy win for both of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. I think Ilia Topuria should fight Arman Tsarukyan next. I think that would be the fight to make. Paddy Pimblett, I know he wants to fight him. I know there's a little bit of beef there, but I don't think he deserves a title shot until he beats somebody serious. Michael Chandler, not that serious, in my opinion. Alexander Pantoja looks like he's going to fight Joshua Van next after his performance on the same UFC 317 card. So looking forward to seeing what happens next for them. And this has been Trey Minutes.